I am wide awake. I hear my past trauma. I did it masterly. I maneuvered out the matrix to the 5D. Paradox being thrown at me. No time for sleep. I got lots to see. Digging.
Hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dadrina Valora, and I want to do a reading. I want to try to pick up on some energy. The energy I've been getting is Petty Betty. Petty Betty. I want to see what's going on with Petty Betty. Oh, there's something about this camera right now. Before we proceed, I'm going to need for you to be sure. Okay? I sense a little hesitancy. Yeah. So someone has a question for you. Someone has an offer. Someone has something to present to you. Oh, excuse me. And Petty Betty has a problem with that. Okay? Petty Betty is suffering from some type of illness, right? So anyone that I have a prior video, actually my first video on this channel, and it was talking about the spiritual side of mental illness. So there's duality again, polarity. So with mental illness, when you don't know the spiritual side of it, when you're not really in tune with yourself, when you're dealing with it, when you're asleep, when you're stuck in the matrix and programming, and you have a mental illness, then yeah, you deal with things in a certain manner. But when you have a mental illness of some sort, and you know the other side of it, okay? You know what's going on for real with your mental illness. So again, I have a video on this, the spiritual side of mental illness. It's like the first video I did on this channel. So if you want to go back and check that channel out, then yeah. So again, this person that I am talking about suffers from a mental illness, Petty Betty, and they are not in tune with themselves. They deal with everything from the lower realms, from 3D, with their lower parts. You know, they don't think with their higher mind, their bigger mind. Like when people say tapped in, they're not quite tapped in. They're not tapped in. So Petty Betty has a mental illness. Petty Betty could be a Leo. Yeah. Petty Betty could be a Leo, possibly. Possibly I'm talking to you and you're a Leo. So that would, reiterate that I'm talking about, if you're the Leo, I'm talking about someone that you know, or maybe it's you. So maybe it's you. Maybe you are the Petty Betty. Maybe you have been Petty Betty. So yeah, what else I could say about this individual is that I'm really feeling like this is an older person. This is not a young person. This is someone that's like over 40 for sure, like 57, like 63, like 67. This is someone older. We're not talking about a child at all. We're not talking about a young adult at all. Okay? Yeah. 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 Mm. I got Pisces card out. This person could be a Pisces. Could be a Pisces as well. Yeah. Man, Scorpio, I'm getting a lot of signs out here. So what that is telling me is that this video is going to resonate with a lot of people. A lot of people have this certain individual that is wreaking havoc, that is attempting to wreak havoc, cause, illusions, delusions, causing friction within the family and within your life, within the situation. But the thing about it, I think why I'm talking about it now at this time is because a lot of you. Okay, so this message here is to a Scorpio. It's like it's just now dawning on you that, like, things have been so crazy that you already was like, how you just like you got to take a moment. It's like, you're used to things, certain little things going on, and that life not being easy, like you're used to it, but you just like, wait a minute, like something's going on. Like, what is going on? Like I can't catch a break. Like, oh my God. Like, you're really trying to figure out what is it that you're missing? What is it that you're not seeing? Like, knowing that something going on. So you've been knowing that. Perhaps. So the new part is that it has dawned on you. Aha moment. Aha. Like a light bulb moment. Like, you had a moment. And it's like, suddenly it comes to you and you realize who it is that is stirring the pot. So I don't know. It's like, so I'm just like, I don't see how you didn't know. And it's like, I was thinking it, but you're just now willing to accept it. Accept that, oh my goodness, this is Petty Betty. Like, this is miserable Marvin. Yeah. Yeah. So, the people that we love, the people we say that we love, the people that we love, is, I guess it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be automatic. If they are family of some sort, if they are closely related to us, if they are our parents, if they are our children, then it's supposed to be automatic. I love them. Like, we love each other. We have love here. This is my family. So because you say, I love them, or they tell you often, I love you, and I love you too. So we don't allow ourselves to see that person's negativity. We don't allow ourselves to accept that person's BS, that person's jealousy, that person's pettiness, that person's evilness. Like, we don't allow ourselves to see it because, no, not them, because we love them. Oh no, that's my family right there. Not, oh no, not him. He wouldn't do that to me. Yeah. But for me, especially when it comes to love doesn't look for a fault. But love is able to see the fault. So another word, fault. Love is able to see that person's enviousness within them. I'm able to see their jealous nature, but still love them. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to their jealous nature and say, oh, no, not them. No, I'm going to identify it. So then I can know better how to deal with this person that I love. So we get, it could be a parent. So we get a person, like our parents, So I'll say my father's still alive. So I would say my father, I feel like I know some of his bad or negative or not so great personality traits. I know some of them. I've identified some of them. I'm not going to say because it's my father, because I love my father. I'm not going to say as if he doesn't have any. Oh, he ain't like that. I'm not going to say that. That's not love at all to me. But my love for him allows me to identify his negative traits so that I can know how to better deal with or not deal with him. So that was for someone, okay? Well balanced, okay? So it's like, so you have gained, I did a video on gaining momentum. I think that may have been for Virgo. That was probably like a year ago though. Gaining momentum. So here you have gained so much momentum. And I'm thinking this might be in a certain area. So it's not overall. Like you're still having to get a lot of things together and certain things still feel off kilter. But in a certain area, maybe it's just inwardly. Like you see a lot of growth within yourself. Like you see your change, all right? Yeah. Like you feel yourself balancing out. You feel it. You feel it. Like even in like your happiness level, like you feel yourself happier than you was a year ago. Yeah, so you have gotten so much more deeper. Like things have depth for you now. Like things, I wouldn't say serious, but things have so much more meaning to you now. So back to Petty Betty, back to this individual. I feel like, listen, so we come into lifetimes and we have contracts. We have contracts with Earth. We have contracts that we have with the people that we meet, family members, friends. We have certain contracts that we have agreed to come into this lifetime to fulfill, right? So I'm feeling like you have some sort of contract. And like, what do you mean with some kind of contract? So maybe you're dealing with certain little issues, a certain area you're dealing with is speaking up for yourself. Especially when it comes to authority figures, especially when it comes to men. Yeah, authority figures, or I'll say like older gentlemen. So I might be talking to a woman or a female with that. Like when it comes to men, when it comes to father figures, like you have issues speaking up for yourself. You have so it's something there. It's something there with that. So you have issues maybe speaking up to a certain person, saying how you really feel, saying what's on your mind, calling them out on their stuff. Setting boundaries would be the perfect thing. You have a little issue setting boundaries. So you have come into this life, and this certain individual, this Petty Betty has sacred contract. You have a covenant. You have a contract with this person, and within this life, that person has been utilized, put into your life for you to make it your thing, to set boundaries, to speak up for yourself. to this individual. So yeah, so now I'm hearing like, is it speak up for them, or is it speak up to them? Like, you have, this person is here to help you speak up in some form or some manner. This person is here to help you speak. So, okay. So this right here, it's not going to be for everyone. It's not going to be for a lot of people. This might be for one person. So this person that I'm talking to, you might have a child who is deaf. You have a child who is deaf. Maybe you were deaf at some point in your life, and as you got older, maybe you actually came out of it, like you're no longer deaf, if that's a thing. Okay. So this person I'm talking to, in a past life, in another life, you were deaf. So deaf. Deaf? Deaf? Yeah. I only say you were deaf because you didn't speak. You had a problem speaking. You didn't speak. You didn't talk. You were mute. You were mute. So I said deaf because I know a lot of people that are deaf don't speak, but that's not all the way true. So if you're not, if you was never deaf, you don't have children that was deaf, then okay. The thing is, no, in a past life, or you may have a child who we would refer to as mute. They don't talk. Maybe this child has autism. Yeah, maybe this child suffered from autism. Yes. So the way that you can look at this, I'm gonna tell you how you can look at this, because I don't want you to get, I try to see or to bring out the positiveness of any situation. So even while I'm here and I'm talking about Petty Betty with her, I said her, but this could be a guy I'm talking about. I need you to know that. It's just that this energy that I'm in is very like a feminine type of energy. Not that men don't get petty, but we definitely mostly associate a petty, bickering, troublesome drama energy. We mostly associate it to a feminine thing, right? So this could be a man who is entirely tapped into his feminine energy. So Petty Betty with her old self, actually, this contract that you two have together is not only for yourself. This is actually for the individual as well. Like, you speaking up for yourself, you setting boundaries for yourself is nothing but, it's not only is it going to help you and free you, but it's going to help this person as well. Okay? Sometimes it's hard for us to see things, and because we don't see it, we don't step out on it. But in life, we have to have faith. Like, even when we don't even know how, even when we don't even speak that type of language about having faith, we don't realize that we're doing a lot of things off of faith, right? So we were already embedded with the mustard seed grain of faith. So we all have faith. It's in us. So you can develop and cultivate your level of faith. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Go ahead. All right, I got the number 11 out here. I got the number 17. That's the 2 and the 8. That's the 10. I actually have the 7 out here as well. So 711, 717, 711, 729, 917. All right, 98, 98. So that's still a 17, 8. So our bottom number is going to be 8. Like cycling out, the infinity. This is infinity. This is something ongoing. So I'm back to a past life. This is ongoing. Yeah. This what you have going on is ongoing. Why too? It is so important to nip this in the bud, because this is something ongoing. The farther gate, bold step ahead. Yeah. So you have things that's coming. You have some things coming along where it's time to nip some stuff in the bud, because you have some more stuff coming that you're gonna have to face and deal with, that you're gonna have to enjoy. Like, so I don't want to just make like it's just hardship coming, but it's life to enjoy coming, and it's gonna be hard to enjoy when you're still dealing with a certain situation that should have been taken care of lifetimes ago. Lifetimes ago. You carried it into this lifetime because you didn't take care of it the last time. I say the last 3 lifetimes. Yeah. So this Petty Betty, completion in a closed door, the number 5. I got 555 out here. Yeah. So that, look, listen, that door is gonna close regardless. The door is gonna close. You may as well. When the door closes, do you want to be locked on the inside or on the outside where you're free? So that's what it's about. Because the door is gonna close. That you can't even control. You can't even control the door. The only thing you really can control is with with. So I wanted with. The only thing that you can control is whom you will be with. All right. So, Petty Betty, like, yeah, you think you know who I'm talking about, who I'm referring to. Petty Betty is very childish. Childish in a lot of their ways. And why it's so hard for you to accept their pettiness. Or even, I say petty, but another word would be like, a lot of the stuff they come with is like just frivolous. Frivolous. Like they're over the top. Like they're always doing too much. They're doing too much. Like they always have something going on. Like you see this person actually, like you know this person. Whoever this is, you know well. And you know that they're not dumb, like they're not stupid. So when they put it on the character of a childish individual, like it's beyond you. It's beyond you. It's like you can't even get it, because it's like, I know you though. Like, how are you being childish in this moment when I know you're not childish? Like you're very smart. So when I tell you it is it's a script. It's a script. Like they have picked up on a role. They're playing a role, and the role is working for them. The role to control you. And as long as they're able to control you, they will continue to play that role. They need your help and your assistance to come out of this role. It's like robotic. And that robot needs your help, needs you to speak up, needs you to set boundaries. They need help. Like you think, you're like, just stop. And it's like, no, I can't stop because I've been doing this for so long. But if you can come along and set boundaries for me, please tell me, please speak up for yourself and tell me so that I can stop this. Does that make sense? Yeah. You probably have a whole family. You probably got a baby. You got a baby on the way. Maybe you're trying to have a baby. Like you are actually in another realm. You are in another realm. Like your mind is out of here. Now I remember doing a video a couple of years ago about being in a baseball field. You're waiting on the ball to come. You just been out there waiting. You in the far field out, and you're waiting on the ball to come. And you're getting a little frustrated because the ball ain't coming, and you're just watching people play. But I'm telling you, like, be prepared, saying, because the ball is gonna come. So when you out there, you just got to always be on point, because the ball coming, right? So when I say you're out there, right? You're out there. So all this does, this individual, this person, this group, these people, all they do is try to bring you down. But you're out of there. I want to do some root chakra work. Some root chakra work. The perfect storm, the courage to step into new life. Yeah. Yeah. I've always done things so traditionally. You're in a new life. Like you're wanting new things. Like you're wanting, say, a new family, but you're wanting to get the family back together. But you have a certain person, a certain thing in your life that is throwing that off. But it's like a mess that you made. It's a mess you made, and you must tie it up. You must tie up the loose ends. You must get it together. Get it together. Okay? All right, so we're gonna pray for Petty Betty, okay? We're also gonna pray that we all are able to speak up when we see things, that we stand up for ourselves and stand up for someone else if they need it. Because we deserve it. We deserve it. We are worth it. Those affirmations. Get on your affirmations. Write down some affirmations. I need to get mine back going. Lord knows I really do. Yeah. I am capable. I am smart. I am able to do great things. I am successful. I love my life. I love my life. I love my life. I am healthy. Mind, body, and soul. I am well balanced. All of my chakras are aligned. Everything seems to always work out for me. Everything is smooth sailing. I am a money magnet. Everything that I need flows to me. I am full of vitality. I am motivated. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. I deserve it. I am rich. I am rich. I am wealthy. Money is flowing to me now. You gotta do them affirmations, baby. Got to do them affirmations, baby. And when you say it, you got to say it like you mean it, all right? Well, I cannot leave without sending you guys love and light, okay? Thank you so much for checking out the video. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button as well, all right? Thank you.